It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Falcor Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses. Here we go for round one. Nice idea, and that hook lands. The face is telling the story from that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instruction in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
That counter shot lands. Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Respect for each other's punching power. Nice exchange here from both men. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Tarver. What do we expect to see here in round two? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Couldn't land that jab. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Tarver. The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
That left hook misses. Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Perfect counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. These fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. A perfect counter lands. Jab doesn't quite connect. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Talk about... There's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Beautiful counter shot. That jab misses. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. That bell could not have... There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They drop their guard, they get caught. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
those punches add up. Just misses with that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. This is a high-octane battle. Pensacola's finest is down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell for round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. The jab not finding its target. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know, I've been...
Here we go, it's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice job getting that punch through. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the gods took it.
1, 2,
fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Roy. And there's the bell for round 8. How to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, you're...
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're okay.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. It somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Oh, my word! Down goes RJJ! And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No surprise there,